take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. You're here with Mick and Joff, and today we are doing our hit squad for a blank game week 18. That's right, a blank game week. No Liverpool, no West Ham. We're going to kick it off with David Guetta, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. He's our keeper of the week. He is on the back of an absolute tear, Job. Absolute tear. He has scored no less than 8 points in the last 4 game weeks. That's right, 4 game weeks. So, I mean, how can you not put him in goals? I mean, they're playing Newcastle, who are pretty dire in front of goal. So, I mean, David Guetta, he's got the goalkeeper for me, Job. Why don't you take us on to our first defender?
This one's just a no-brainer. I can't believe he's up to 5.2 Lundstrom, man. Wow, 5.2. It's just insane. Wow. He'll probably get up to about 6. Like, it actually could happen, couldn't it? Like, it's probably the highest rise ever. But
how many more people still don't own him, though?
I know. I don't understand. I've seen some people's teams like, what do you think about this team? And I'm like, just get Lundstrom in straight away, and then we'll look at the rest of it. Anyway, Lundstrom, we don't have to say anything else about him. Who's next, Mick?
I'm going to go with Jethro Willems, Job. He's a player that I coveted for quite some time. And
Coveted.
0.3 away from bringing him in, so I had to bring in his central defensive partner Fernandez. But if I had that extra 0.3 to bring in Willems, I would definitely bring in that left back Willems. He's the most attacking, really, he's one of the most attacking threats this Newcastle team has, unfortunately. Average. So he's definitely a player that I would definitely playing this week if I owned him, but I don't. So take us on to our next defender, Joe.
Oh, we've got Doherty, man. I mean, Doherty, we love this guy. He's just a marauder down that right wing. I just feel like it's a no-brainer. Away to Norwich, who love conceding. I'm looking at more of a point-scoring haul for scoring a goal or getting an assist, as well as maybe a clean. But yeah, we'll see how Doherty goes there. Who's our first in the midfield, Mick?
First and foremost is, of course, Kevin De Bruyne, KDB. He's on the back of a 19-pointer, absolute blinder of a game week. He owns all the stats. He owns the stats. He owns it. I don't know anymore. He owns the stat table. He's got most chances created, most shots on target, most goal attempts in the last 4 game weeks. So, KDB, mate. Take us on to someone lesser than KDB, obviously.
Well, next up, we've got Son. I think that Son, he's been in really good form and home to Chelsea, and Chelsea's been conceding lately. I think that this is a really good option this week. I feel like Son will definitely be doing the business. Dele Alli was really close in this situation here, but we've gone with Son. And who is next, Nick?
Next up, we've got Jack Grealish, mate. Well, actually, one of my transfers in this week, strangely enough. Jack Grealish is in some really good form. He obviously missed that penalty in the last game week, but that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Why is it a good thing? Number one, I didn't own him. Number two is he's on penalties, which is amazing to know that for Aston Villa. So he's definitely someone to look at. Southampton at home, great fixture, good form. I reckon it's a nice one for him, Joff. Who you got next in the midfield?
Good option there. Yeah, I've got Marshall. Marshall matters. I think that he still matters. He's playing up front. 7.7 million for United up front. I just think that he's a really good option, and they've got some nice fixtures. As long as he can stay on the pitch, it's always the same old story with Paul Marshall. But as long as he completes the 90 minutes, I reckon Marshall's a good shout, man. And who's in the forward line? Who we got?
We're going to stick with the United theme. I'm going to jump straight into another one of my transfers this week. I like being biased. Marcus Rashford. He actually has taken over from Jamie Vardy for the most goal attempts in the last 4 game weeks, most shots on target as well. So this Marcus Rashford that we're seeing at the moment, it could be, he's getting to that point where he's going to become a real player, I think. I mean, getting him at 9.1 million, playing away to Watford, I think this is a big game for him, big game for United. So watch out for Marcus Rashford, Job. Who else you got in the forward line?
All right, so we've got Raul Jimenez as well. The same old story with the theme of Wolves and obviously Norwich at home. They conceded more than 2 goals in their last how many games at home. It's actually insane. So Jimenez for me, he's actually a captain shout, and he actually, I think he's our captain as well. I think we're sticking it on Jimenez. So why not, hey? Who's next up in the forward line?
Last but definitely not least, Jamie Vardy. He continues his almost scoring form. He's definitely FPL points scoring form. Versus Norwich. A little bit underwhelming, but the City game, I think the City defense is elite. It's got a very, very soft underbelly, and I'm pretty sure Jamie Vardy will exploit it. So, Jamie Vardy, that's all.
That's it.
Why don't you take us on to our first bench option, Joe?
All right, so first on the bench, we have got Ramsdale. So, a Bournemouth keeper here. They actually may keep it clean as well. Burnley at home, definitely a decent option there, especially keeping it clean away to Chelsea. Wow. But, yeah, you never know. Who's first on the bench in the players?
Yeah, our first substitute is definitely my main man, the biggest, baddest player in the FPL, in the Premier League, Adama Traore, Joff. 5.3 million priced midfielder playing up front for this Wolves team away to Norwich. Man, I wish he made the team. He was very unlucky not to make the team, especially with that hairstyle. I'd definitely take him out to dinner. Who you got for our second pick?
Yeah, definitely take him out. I know you and him would get along well. But second in the defence there, we've got Kelly. He's just been a really good option. It's just solid. You just don't know what's going to happen with this Crystal Palace team. This Newcastle game, as you can see, we've got Guetta, we've got Willems. We just think this Newcastle Crystal Palace game could be 0-0, so it could be some points galore for these defenders. So see what happens with that. And who is last on the bench, Mick?
Yep, we certainly do, mate, because we've got Scott Dan taking up the last bench spot on the bench. We're hoping for a clean sheet there. Nice 0-0 between these two lackluster teams. I definitely hope Zaha doesn't score. So that pretty much wraps up the hit squad there, Joffy boy. Thank you so much for joining us. If you did enjoy this video, hit the subscribe button, give us a like.
And yeah, so last week, just a quick recap. We probably should have got to this bit earlier, but 70 points above average week for Game Week 17. This hit squad. So we continually plug these points in, guys. So yeah, just keep an eye on these teams all the time.
Excellent, mate. Well, as we say at FPL Take the Hit, always remember to stay positive.
Keep chasing them green arrows, guys.
Thanks, guys. Take the hit.